You know what time it is, folks. That's right. It's time for more Doc Rio TV. And today we're here to talk more about digital media marketing, specifically money mentality. Now, that's a two-part series I put together. So if you haven't seen episode 1 of Money Mentality, I suggest you scroll down my list there and you check out Money Mentality Part 1. The reason why I say that, or episode 1, should I say, the reason why I say that is because there's some information that I discuss in episode 2, and I kind of briefly discuss and talk about it in this episode right now. But it would behoove you to check out episode 1 to really get the gist of what I'm discussing. So, and then if you really like this series or if you really like these episodes, make sure you click the like button below. That lets me know that I'm giving you content that you really enjoy and I can give you more of that content. Also, well, if you like it even more than that, I would say go ahead and click the subscribe button and click that bell on the other side for future notifications. That'll help you know when I'm posting more content on YouTube. So without further ado, I want to get you all into this episode. And I just want to let you know this was a live webinar episode that I did on mixer.com/DocRio. So you can check me out there live, or you can go over on Twitter if you don't want to just go straight to Mixer and find out when I'm on Twitter at DocRioRants. You can find out when I'm going live on Mixer. And you can come in Mixer and chat with me live. Ask me questions live. So without further ado, like I said before, let's get into Money Mentality Part 2. Look at us up on Doc Rio TV. You know what time it is, folks. That's right. It's time for more Doc Rio. Can't really hear myself as well as I thought. Oh, wait a minute. That might be the reason why I had to turn it down last night, because of specific elements out there that haven't got their money mentality back yet. This is digital media marketing, folks. Yes, this is. And if you are just now tuning in to digital media marketing here with me, Doc Rio, you probably wondering, what the heck is he talking about? Digital media marketing. What is he getting at? Well, there's plenty of ways for us to market ourselves in this market of digital media. And the reason why I use that word twice is because you have to look at it from two different directions. You have to look at it from whether or not what you want to share is marketable. Like, sometimes I feel like when I'm doing certain things that I find out that it's not going to be something that people want to watch. And on the other end, you have to find out from the inside of the market what people like to watch, what the audience wants. So there's two sides to it. You might think you have something from data from what the audience wants, but on the other end, is it a marketable product? I say it's a product because our brand is a product. So is your brand marketable? That's the question I ask myself on a daily basis when I look at numbers and I go back and forth through things that I hope and pray that I do correctly. Because we want to grow our channels. We want to grow our industry. I've been able to grow other people's channels, but had a hard time, or I want to say not just my channels, but other people's social media. And I've had even a harder time with mine growing. The one I was able to grow the fastest, which still perplexes me how I did it, I don't know how I did it, is Twitter. Twitter gives me this ability to grow and not grow quickly. And I don't understand that per se, but there is one thing I have to do. Speaking of my Twitter audience, I want to get out there and do this nice little tweet for my Twitter audience. Why? Because, well, my Twitter audience is interesting enough. They always support me even when I'm down. There might not be a lot of people who support me on Twitter as much anymore. There's a lot of people who still watch and see what goes on. And that's not even the website I wanted to go to right there. But I didn't come in today to talk to you about whatever I was just talking about exactly. No, I know what I was talking about why I do digital media marketing. I really came into or focus more. I want to call this Money Mentality Part 2, all right? And there's a reason why there's Money Mentality Part 2. Actually, there's a couple of things I might want to mention here. There might be a couple of misconceptions of things that I've said, the way that I've said them. And because I think faster than I speak sometimes, I miss certain words and need to slow down and make sure that what I'm saying is interpreted properly. So first off, money mentality. There's one part about money mentality that I forgot to type in my notes that morning. And I don't even have notes in front of me this morning. I am just coming off the cuff. So when I usually come from notes, usually I have them prepared and I have the information lined out the way I want to. But the part that I missed out on is I wanted to dig a little bit more into the Art Institute, because the Art Institute has several functions. And one part that I wanted to mention about the Art Institute has to do with, well, it really has to do with charitable donations. You know, not only am I going to invest in scholarships if should I happen to receive $100 million at some point. That's what the question. So if you haven't seen Money Mentality Part 1 or Money Mentality, because it's just labeled Money Mentality, find the link around here and go check that one out. The reason why I say that is because Money Mentality Part 2 right here is going to look at after I've taken that $100 million gift or lottery, that hypothetical $100 million that people have asked me about, and invested it into scholarships and gotten rid of it and put it all into business and gave myself a salary to where I don't have any money except for my salary. Okay. And taking it to a point to where, what is my Art Institute all about? Yes, it's all about building an institution that helps digital media marketers or digital media users or media users develop and grow and become better media users, because media is the core of the attitudes of what we have today in our world, in our society. I don't know if you really all noticed that media has taken a toll ever since its invention, from newspaper to radio to television to cable TV to internet to now internet television to unplug it to apps to social media to we have gone on a voyage. And because we love entertainment, because we have this desire, this need to escape life, we are sucked into entertainment. We have no choice but to desire some kind of entertainment, even if that's going back to the simplest entertainment, just reading a book. That's our nature. We have a desire to escape the reality we live in sometimes, even if we live in some of the best realities. I know some people who have grown up in some of the most wonderful households, and yet and still they want to escape that reality. See, the grass is always greener on the other side until we find out that it really isn't. That's a definitely twist on a statement, and I don't know if I could add that to a docism because, well, it's somebody else's quote. So I would be plagiarizing somebody's quote. You know what I mean? So maybe my quote would be something like, we think the grass is always greener on the other side until we find out it isn't. But that's just too much. I like the short version. Anyway, but for me, building an Art Institute means that I'm going to be investing into the advancement and creation of more media. I'm going to be looking at ways that we can get around companies that are strictly locking down the creation of media and help these artists that are actually doing things grow and become something new. You know, I feel bad for the kid who made the Star Wars fan flick and it got popular and he was attacked by Disney. Sued by Disney instead of encouraged by Disney. That to me is just, wow, Disney, you built the Mickey Mouse Club, but yet and still you see an artist right there that can do great things and you don't encourage them? That's not the way this industry is supposed to go. Whoever's running the board of Disney, I know who is, but I just don't want to say whoever's running the board of Disney, y'all need to talk. Y'all need to discuss this. Y'all need to put this in the minds of and saying, look, these are creative minds out here. Walt Disney was such a creative mind that he could sit down and tell a story. I just found this out. Actually, I heard about this before, but I just got this confirmed by a actual professor who said, yeah, Walt Disney was such a storyteller that he could sit down and tell a story. You know, I believe this all my life. He could sit down and tell a story and capture the mind and audience and really make you feel like you're really visualizing it, believing it, and wanting to dream it. It is said that he sat down and wrote told Pinocchio to his animators. He sat down and told it to them and developed this vision through them by just simply delivering a story. That's creativity at its finest. You would not be there, Disney Corporation, if it had not been for visionaries like that. And if you continue to stifle visionaries like that, one day your vision will die. You'll become some kind of mechanical vision. It's just like the idea that just taking data and using data to come up with an idea that you think the audience might like, when you find out later that you need to use data and a little bit of, maybe a lot of critical thinking to kind of put it together, and a little bit of luck, which you can't have luck without God's blessing. So, hey, motherflocka, what's up? Hey, what's up, motherflocka? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just doing a little digital media marketing this morning, telling people, getting on the second half of Money Mentality right now. And just so folks know, I mean, like I said, I would build an art institute if I was gifted or given $100 million, and I donated those to scholarships that I would do. And then I know, right? Mother Flocka. I want to call you Waka Flocka for some reason. Dang, I don't even listen to Waka Flocka. But in that same sense, I would also take that part of that art institute is going to invest in charitable donations. There are two places specifically that I would really invest in. One, veteran suicide awareness. It is important that we get that number from 20 suicides a day, 20 veteran suicides a day. Can you believe that? I mean, we come from the biggest government organization, yet there's 20 of us taking our lives each and every day. We can get that number down. And so I would invest. That would be the main charitable donation, because you see, the Art Institute is a organization, hopefully a 501(c)(3), and I'm only receiving a salary for being a part of it. I may not be the chair of it, and then also my brother and my nephew and my brother's wife and my niece and my other nephew, they deal with, I don't want to say, because, okay, look, autism is the next one that I would invest in. And the reason why is my nephew is autistic, and I know several people who I've known for years who are autistic. But when I say I'm going to invest into it, the reason why I really want to invest into it is because, for me, I feel like they see the world better than we do. I feel like when I grew up, I feel like I was kind of on the spectrum, just a little bit on the spectrum, but I felt like seeing things from a different perspective is the way we should be, looking outside the box. And I think it's more important for us to understand where they're coming from, instead of us researching on how to help them understand where we're coming from. That's what I want to invest into autism, for our understanding, just like we invest into helping civilians understand veterans. Well, it's the same thing back and forth. We need to be on a back and forth mission. And so, as Walker, he inspired. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I mean, there were some songs by Waka Flocka, but I just stopped listening to certain hip hop, man, because hip hop is kind of went down the drain for me. It's like, what's going on, man? We just got trap music now. And not that I want to go against trap music, but I mean, if that's the best stuff we got out there, where people just saying nothing on lyrics, I don't know what to do, bro. You know what I mean? Even, okay, I get it. When rap started, one of the things when rap started, it was a hip, a hop, a hippity, hoppity, hoppy, you don't stop, rocking to the bang, bang, boogie you up. But it was, okay, I guess trap is a little original like that. But we have gotten to a voyage of rap where we've got lyricists out there. It's time to let these lyricists in on this trap and just kill it. You know, I mean, I don't mind talking about stuff from the hood. I don't mind talking to people in the trap talking about moving what they got to move or whatever. And I can't talk about that right now because I'm on a team stream. But if you're gonna do it, put some lyrics down. Tell us a story. Be the Walt Disney of the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You know, Walker know what I'm talking. I mean, Mother Flocker know what I'm talking about. If I call you Walker every once in a while when I'm talking, don't mind me. I've almost typed it a few dozen times looking for your name. Like, oh no, it's Mother. Yeah, you know. But I mean, I feel like that we as a community have to invest in each other in some kind of way. If we see someone with a disability, if we see someone in another form of what we feel is maybe uncomfortable for us, and I go through this as well, we need to invest our time into understanding them, and so that we can understand how to communicate with them and understand how to build a better community with them. Because, you know, when there was a time when human population grew on this planet, and then we had a natural disaster that wiped almost all of us out. We were down to, I believe in anthropology, I was told that we were down to 46 people on the planet, less than 50 people on the planet. And we figured out a way to survive, but the only way we did that is we worked together. And I know there's too many people on this planet. After you get past 150 people, you know, we have to work together in groups for similar ideas. But some of these groups that we have are just fighting against each other. It's no longer that we're working together to try to build a better world. It's more like, no, my opinion is better than yours, and if you don't like it, we're gonna fight you until you're no longer able to do anything in our society, or we're gonna fight you until we imprison you or put you in some kind of a cage because we don't believe that your culture is the same as ours, or can be compatible with ours, even though all of our cultures came on this planet together, you know. Or let's take it to another sense. We get into fighting each other to where we want to just kill each other by wars on top of wars for sometimes the most insignificant reason. I mean, it kills me sometimes. I'm a veteran and I understand the need for war in certain situations, but when I look back, and I've got to say this out there, people, you know, I could get in serious trouble for this, but at the School of Americas, I saw names of people that we went to war against. Names of people we went to war against. Why are we training people and then going to war against them? We must be doing something like, I went to a museum that talked about all Native American history, and there was one big thing that I noticed in Native American history. And when I say we might be doing something like we did to Native Americans when we came to this country. We wrote treaty after treaty after treaty, and we broke treaty after treaty after treaty. And I wasn't there, so I can't say we, but we as a nation broke treaty after treaty after treaty. Why do we break treaty after treaty? Greed. We wanted it all. Our country wanted it all for ourselves. Our founding fathers wanted to take whatever they could take and keep whatever they can keep. And that's still the mentality today. That mentality has been passed on. And the worst part about it, it has been intertwined and ingrained into media, so that sometimes we all watch and root for people who are doing foul things to other people. Sometimes we watch and root for people who are definitely not for our communities, definitely not for our cultures, definitely not for our nationalities, definitely not for our sex, definitely not for our belief in who we really are. That's terrible. And so part of that money mentality is we don't just get money to take the money and hold on to it for ourselves. We get the money to build a better community, to get information out there, to share our world, our future, our love, and our society. And if we can't do that, then we're going the wrong way. And that's why I feel like streaming has become has become that source for us. And being in streaming communities, if we're going to be, and you're going to hear me repeat this probably over and over and over again. If you're going to be in a streaming community and you want to hurt people, go over to Twitch. I'm just going to say that from now on. You know, I didn't want to say that before, and people are going to get mad at me for saying that. But if you want to go and beat up on people, go over there. Because on Mixer, it's not about beating up on people. It's about connecting with people. It's about getting to know people. It's about having patience. It's about having patience. When you see somebody log on and to know as a streamer, don't just automatically send them some messages and try to join them in a game and don't know exactly what they're doing, you know, or put them in groups of 34, 50 people chatting where everybody's colliding over a chat channel, you know, and people are saying toxic things. I mean, this is not the way our community is being built. If you're going to build a chat channel, build it on respect, build it on love, build it on community. You know, I've had a hard week, not a hard week, a challenging week trying to be polite to people through everything that's going on, you know, and I have some anger management problems. So I might snap at a couple of people when they act like children. I mean, I know some of y'all are children, but some of y'all are your mentality is a lot higher than you portray. I've listened to some of you children talk. Some of you children are very, very intelligent, a little bit too smart for your own good, because there are times when y'all talk about something on one side and then turn around and be like, hey, whoa, I need you to do this. And you get very toxic with that knowledge. Use that knowledge for your good. You are our future. You know, I say that because I'm an older adult and I look at you children and I want to help you children grow and become better media creators. I don't want y'all to be toxic. I don't want y'all to become bullies. I don't want you to become evil. Yeah, that's what breeds self-hatred. You know what I mean? It breeds, motherfucker said, that's what breeds self-hatred. We start hating ourselves, and when we start hating ourselves, we start going out there doing things with weapons that we shouldn't be in our community. That's not good. That's not living life, and that's not loving life. Life is too short. Life is so freaking short. Hey, how you doing? The Three Stooges. Hey, love the Three Stooges. Larry, Moe, and Curly. I like Chef too, but I'm really a Larry, Moe, and Curly fan. So, yeah. I haven't seen. I got to go back and check that out. I really got to go back and look at some Three Stooges. Wow, that was a flashback. Thank you for that flashback. You know, but I come on here to do a little digital media marketing. I am definitely going to jump into some gaming soon. I like to try to stop the track so that I can restart it for the gaming, because the digital media marketing I share with people outside of Mixer. But this is my opportunity for people, if they have questions, if you have questions about digital media marketing and I happen to have the answer, 90% of the time I have the answer, but I can be 10% wrong. I have found that I've forgotten, not found that I'm wrong, just wrong sometimes, but found that I have forgotten things over the years because I've learned so much that it's easily pushed out. So if you have any questions while you're here about digital media marketing tools I use to broadcast when I'm not using a PC, I'm just using an Xbox and a Mac computer and several different other tools to make it happen. If you want to know more about why I use those tools and the reasons why, feel free to hit me in the chat. If you want to know more about, maybe ways to stay motivated. You know, I have a hard time sometimes staying motivated. So I write my own docisms. I write my own quotes to keep me motivated, and I look at other people's quotes. I do have some, man. I'm trying to get my art thing started. How should I market myself? I made a Fiverr page, but I haven't gotten any gigs yet. Now, one of the things about the art thing, and that's a good thing you asked that, is because you're in the right place. There are a lot of people in the Mixer community or in the streaming community that want to get art out there. And I don't think it's necessarily about Fiverr. Like, a lot of people talk about Fiverr and point in that direction, but Fiverr's only one channel. You're going to need to get a little omnipresent. Like, you got your art and you got your social media channels. You should be marketing directly to people. You have people that you are connected with and saying, look, hey, I've been in your channel or whatever, and I know you need art done. Go right to them and say, hey, you need any art done? I sell my art here. You have to kind of be direct. And this is a Grant Cardone thing. This is not really a digital media marketing thing for this one. This is a sell or be sold thing. I don't know if you can see that. Sell or be sold thing. And the reason why I say this is a sell or be sold thing is because it's all about knocking on doors. You're in the cold calling phase now. In order to build your community, to build your network, you got to get in and dig in with people and get to know. You already know a lot of people. I mean, when you come into people's channels, they be like, what's up, motherfucker? You know what I mean? I know they do because you talk in those channels. So you already have a community base to work with. It's up to you to say, hey, what do you need? I can supply it for you. And, let's negotiate some prices, or come up with a standard price for your work and come up with a value for your work. You have to know how to value yourself so that you can sell yourself. You know what I mean? Especially if you love your work, do it. Put it out there. You don't even need a website. I mean, I'm going to bring it back to, you don't even really need a website. You got a Mixer account. That's your website. You know what I mean? Start linking stuff into your info area and say, look, I do art here, there, everywhere. So when people follow your channel, you know what I mean? They see, when they follow you and they go look, they see that you do art. And then do streams of you making art, drawing throughout the whole stream. Even if it's 2-3 hours for you to draw it, people will come to you and look and be like, oh, this guy, hey, I need some artwork done. And you'll probably get a lot of kids coming at you first, but a lot of kids got money too on here. I'm noticing. So that's my best advice to get it started. After that, it takes those digital media steps. You know what I mean? And for me, I've gone backwards. I've been in digital media, I've been in film, I've been in television, I've been working in those areas. And coming back to digital media, I've had to kind of step back. Like I sell products, I have websites, I have all this stuff, but I'm dumbifying down to come to Mixer because it's actually much easier to be on Mixer and combine all that stuff through slobs. I can have my whole market here. Motherfucker, you fancy yourself an artist, huh? You can draw me Titanic style. That's how you get. I hear that. I was expecting a muck after that. So, oh man, but no, seriously, find people that I know. Okay, Jules D4W. I know you be in his channel, and he's been talking about, hey man, my artist, he's working on taking care of his mother right now. So he hasn't been able to draw. Maybe those sound channels he's been asking about, you can do little bits for those, little covers for that, help him out, get him to talk. Cause he's got a channel and he'll talk about, hey, Mother Flocka made these. He'll bring you up. And when he brings your name up, you've just been marketing to his community. And in his community, people will be like, oh, let me hit this Mother Flocka up. He's got something. I think he's got some artwork I need, and that's how it starts. And so it's just a matter of really digging into your follow. You have a reach. I want to say following, but your community, our community, because this is
I need a corporal. You're it until you're dead.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, the Three Stooges. I appreciate that. Yep. Oh, it did pop up. Good. You did get the sounds and everything. Good. I'm still gonna switch that. I know it says a corporal, but I should start that initiate now. Well, now I'm gonna start that when I get everybody's a corporal until hopefully I get to the next level, because I know it's a little bit harder now to move up in the Mixer streaming world. And I just started in August, so I'm trying to break that 100 barrier first in my XP. Once I break that 100 barrier in my XP, then I'm going to continue to stream and continue to be in the channels I like. I got 5 channels I really sit in, and I mentioned them last night. Matter of fact, I'm going to mention them one more time. Give these folks a shout out because, they show me love whenever I'm on. So the 5 channels I'm usually on is the first one. First of all, I got to stick with this one. And he's like, do tell. This person was the first channel I came in. So you always stick with your first one, especially when they treat you good, respect you, come in. And not only that, they host you with their crowd and surprise you out of the blue at the end of the night when you're not even ready to do stuff. That is Mr. Clean TV. Mr. Clean TV, love his bald head. I jumped on it because I saw Mr. Clean, because I used to wear hoop earrings myself and have that bald head. And when I saw Mr. Clean TV, he's got contests. He's got opportunities for people to be involved. He games with his subs. He games with his community. And he's just all around just a nice guy. I mean, sometimes, you know, we all get a little toxic, you know, so when he couldn't win and he was switching over devices, he got a little toxic, but he mentioned he was being toxic and went to an 18 over stream. So, and then we're going to jump into the next one. I'm going down a list. A list is in order of how I subscribed, and this is how things just fell out for me. The next one is Kawaii. I like her because she got that yeah, I can't even do it right, but it's just every time I hear it in my head, she just does that yeah. Or I don't know how she does it, but it's Kauai, like the state Kauai, and ST at the end of it. So Kauai ST. Oh, and you were just asking, yeah, I was getting to that next motherfucker. Perfect timing, brother. Perfect. So it's Kawaiist. So like Kauai and street, but one word. But it's Quist. She says it Quist. So, and then of course, if you haven't, now I see motherfucker, you haven't. If you get some money together, get that Mixer Pro. That was the third thing I subscribed to. That was the third thing, because Mr. Clean, he was like, man, you need to subscribe to Mixer Pro. If you're gonna stream, if you're gonna do stuff, if you're gonna try to develop your brand here or push your brand more here, use Mixer Pro, because Mixer Pro is gonna up your XP, it's gonna up your amount of sparks, and upping sparks has helped me and other people's channels, because I go in their channel and I'm able to, I get that 300, that extra 50 sparks sometimes, or that extra increase the sparks over time has helped me boost other people's channels. Like I'll go in and I'll say what's up and try to do a spark train in certain people's channels. I won't mention it yet. Or I'll come in and drop 100K in somebody's channel. Or I'll just start dropping things and and making either the parachute drop with the med kid or the mermaid, or putting out fires. And one day I'm gonna be dropping some beach balls. So I'm trying to get to 100 so I can drop some beach balls, and I'm almost there. I'm at 98 right now. So but Mixer Pro has helped me get there quicker, I believe. So I say it's a good investment. $7.99. It's not that much considering what we spend on games. So next up. Oh. And before I go up, I need to drink a little water. Got that vaping Cottonmouth Joe. So, and I can't vape because I'm on Teen Stream. So, all right. So next one. I like the next one. The next one, I got a soft spot in my heart for builders. I talk about this all the time because of my time in Second Life and working with a lot of builders. And sometimes you can sit with other builders and build something and just listen to them talk. And one builder that has astonished me, that makes magic. I'm going to keep saying this builder makes magic. Reggie, AHHREGGI. Subscribe to Reggie. Reggie is dope. I mean, follow Reggie and step in and watch her build in Fortnite. If you like Fortnite, if you like gaming different type of maps in Fortnite, her maps are awesome. She's got get good maps that help you train. She's got target practice maps that help you, get on your shooting target. She's got fun maps. And right now she's making a Rainbow Six map, and the textures and everything look real. Look like you're in Rainbow Six with Fortnite. So, I mean, almost, there's a little slide to it, but I mean, you're like in shock because it doesn't look like Fortnite. And then so I'm stopping Reggie and give her a shout out, tell her Doc sent you, and then of course my main man, this is my boy, my dog. I hope to see him in PAX South. You know what I'm talking about, motherfucker. Jules D4W. That's my dog. Sometimes you gotta save some of the best for last. You know what I'm saying? There's 3 right here that I saved for last, and another one because there's a military heart there, so there's 4 more people right now, and I kind of saved them for last because they kind of, Reggie's kind of my heart too, but I don't know. I mean, actually, everybody on this list, I got props for her. So, but Jules D4W, man, cool cat. You just can't beat that. I like his style. I love that he's Apex. You know what I mean? He kills it on Apex, and when he gets busy, he gets busy. Ooh, he gets busy, homie. So, but Jules, much love to you. definitely my bro, Pack South, get some roller skating on. So, and then the next person, this person right here has got to be one of the top streamers on Mixer. And I think there's a lot of things, the reason why I follow this particular streamer. One, because I like the way they say, let's go. But this particular streamer markets themselves well. If you really, really, really want to learn how to market yourself, I would say sit down and watch the streamer all the time. They do all the techniques like as if they've been reading Grant Cardone most of their life. But this person was a server first. And they said they sold things the same way as a server. This is 100 years. I'm sure you've probably seen that name around. 100 years. You will watch her stream, and while you're watching her stream, she will stop and make pause breaks just to market herself. And not just market herself, market the brands that she represents. And then on the side, she always has a marketing meter going. Her mods, they're always dropping some kind of marketing in the chat. You know, I haven't even got my buttons set up for that. I got all kind of links and stuff that I need to start marketing. I got my stream loops that I need to set up. I got all this stuff that I'm trying to set up in the next few months. By 6 months, I want to be completely set up with the computer and everything. But when you got people like A100 Years out there, it makes me scared. It makes me scared for marketing myself. I got to catch up. You know, I mean, not scared in a bad way, scared in a good way. You know, that fear that makes you want to do better. That's exactly what she gives me. In a stage of life where if I'm going to sleep with a woman, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Sleep. I hear that. I ain't trying to sleep with anybody on here, but I get what you're saying. That's me. That's me too. But I think there's that part of life where you want to make sure that you're not stirring up some emotional things that can cause other things, because we have people sensitive in life. And that's why I said what I said about suicide. You can get in a relationship, sleep with somebody, and then find it doesn't work for you, and be polite about breaking up with them. But you can also cause damage that way too. And that person may not have taken the one night stand the same way. You know what I mean? And that's where it gets dangerous. So I'm really careful these days that if I want to date someone, I really want to get to know them and find out how we can connect and if we are compatible before I end up in something like I have in the past, just quickly dating people because of the bedroom. So let's get to the next one on that. A100 Years, though. Check her out. Check out A100 Years. And I don't want to say get to the bedroom A100 Years because she's my buddy, not anything like that. So, but A100 Years is cool. I would go by and stop by her channel and check out everything she's got going on to sell, you know, to really market yourself. And then here's another one that blew me away. This guy markets himself like in such a different way, but he does it with some style and class, like East Coast style and class, Italian style and class. My boy Jules said this before. I think he's Italian, whatever. This is Pigeon Man. Phenomenal, a phenomenal experience. This guy's phenomenal all the time. He's just phenomenal. I can't get over how much he says phenomenal, but you know, the fact of the matter is, as a streamer, we repeat ourselves over and over and over and over and over again. If you go back in the old days of television, part of marketing is repeating yourself over and over and over again. Part of these television shows are repeating themselves over and over and over again. Kids shows, we specifically develop kids shows in a certain way when we develop them, so that like cartoons, I don't know if you noticed, cartoons, there's always kind of some kind of flashback to bring kids back, or there's always some kind of reminder to let kids know of where they're headed in the story. We do that with adults too. We lead people in the storytelling that we do in media. And this is a good thing that I'm getting my degrees in electronic media management and things like this, because things that I've known and grown up for and went and worked in the industry for years and understood, I understand more from these classes, these courses that have helped me develop to look at it from another perspective by professionals in the marketing. You know, I mean, I have one professional, Dr. Todd Holmes. Dr. Todd Holmes, he used to do marketing at Warner Brothers and UPN, you know, for their television stations. One professor, John Lynch, who's Amazon, he's the head of worldwide productions for Amazon production and distribution. Head of worldwide, head, what, I can't even get his title right. I should be getting titles right? So it's just a long title. It's a really long title. And then, I have professors who have been scholars for years who have taught me different things as far as, the African diaspora and how it's been viewed through media and its concepts through media and the changes in it. So you start linking. You can link them. If you want to link all the names I said, you can link them. You can link them. I'm not worried about that, especially if it's people that I'm talking about that has something to do with my channel. So that's cool. Link it. Link it in the screen. You good, motherfucker? You good? What does that say? Scotty Bot links to point the following Mixer interactive live streaming. What the heck was that? Oh, it stopped. Oh, it won't let you link it, huh? Wow, StreamJar. I turned StreamJar off. Why is it still? See, I've got to get that bot turned off. My bad. You can add those names. If you add those names, it'll link. It's a link for them. So if you want to add those names, go ahead and add those names. It shouldn't be a problem. Like, yeah. It shouldn't be a problem. That should link it. I got to figure out. I got to turn that StreamJar off. Something still is on. It's got too many switches. I only turned it on once, and it's been killing my channel. It's been killing my broadcast. So yeah. Oh man, Kweist. Oh man. Oh, sorry. I'm laughing because she always makes me laugh because she always. It's something about her energy that's just so cool, These folks out here, and I'm still not done. I got one more for you, and this one is because this is the first veteran that I followed. This particular veteran, I'm having a problem watching their stream right now. For some reason, their stream lags out for me no matter where I watch it. If it's on Xbox and I'm watching it on the screen, or if it's on my computer. So I don't know what's going on between the connection between me and them, but for some reason it lags out. But this particular Marine reminds me of some of the Marines I work with and some of the Marines I'm around on campus. And this is Rhyme. Her name is spelled O-Rhyme. And I'm going to go ahead and link that real quick so that you know that that's her name right there. Yes, definitely give her a shout out. Definitely stop by and see. She's got a team of people. She plays a couple of different games, but I mean, her main focus is shoot 'em up games. She's got a couple of people. AC Pixel. If you've heard of Pixel Chat, he hangs out with her, you know what I'm saying? And Noble TV. They go shoot them up and play games together. So that's kind of their squad. So if you really want to know more, go ahead, check her out. She's a Marine and she's kind of cool. Sometimes I wonder if she be putting stuff up like she puts us up on planets. Like, I don't know why we're into, a lot of us are into the stars and planets. I like that. I need to get my star battle scene put together because I like Starship Troopers. Reggie. Hey, ticketed wall. How you doing today? Ticketed wall. You got a wall of tickets? No, sorry. I just had to ask that question. You know what I mean? Because I get worried when I hear the word ticketed. There's a syndrome out in America where there's a fear sometimes when you're driving to look over your shoulder if you're a certain nationality. And so, I have that fear. And I sometimes get ticketed for weird reasons. So when I hear the word ticketed, I get a little, But if you're talking about ticketed, like ticketed for events, ticketed for all kind of other things, definitely like to know. I was just curious. I don't want to offend anybody. Woo. But yeah, I'm here to do digital media marketing usually this morning, and I don't want to leave just yet before I go into the game, but I should jump into the game because the game for today is Madden NFL 20. That's the game today. I'm waiting to see if anybody comes on who's been ready to play. I got a squad that's like They're already on. Coachable's already in NFL 18 warming up. Golden Warriors, he's playing Roblox right now. And I do not see my number one moderator, which is busy flaunting, because he probably won't have time until after 12 because he's doing some stuff. Slaphead, AFC fan. Okay, all right. AFC B fan. Wait. Maybe not. I thought that was AFC as in AFC. Slaphead, my guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too. I did that because I had to learn Xbox again because I'm a computer type. So I've been doing all those on, I like building and I like shooter on computer, but on Xbox, I remember that I played Madden all the time. And so since it came with my, like I had some Madden, like Madden 18, Madden 19, I was playing that. But then I saw Madden 20 and I just went ahead and got it because I got a group of people together that were playing that first week. And I got it to, try to keep that community together. And so now find out that a lot of people are having a hard time getting it. So I'm hoping that we can give them time. So, we can keep that community together. But I got a Grand Theft Auto community coming together, Madden community coming together, Apex community coming together. And so I'm trying to figure it out. But I want a COD community. That's where I'm waiting for COD right now.
I need a corporal. You're it until you're
thanks
dead.
For the host,
Until I find
Raven.
something better.
Where does it say it at? Oh, Ravaged 05. Ravaged 05. Yeah, it's a little bit small on the screen right here. I usually have it on this screen, but it's not popping up for me. There it is. Shoot. That might be the next game I need to get. Yeah, Call of Duty. I'm getting, oh my goodness. I saw a couple of people play, like play for a while, and as they went through the game, they were happy with the way it's moving. They were way happy with the gameplay. It hasn't really changed much, but it's upgraded. And so I'm really itching to see, because I haven't played Call of Duty. Man, I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. Yeah, I've tried to play it a little bit at my friend's house here and there, but I never really had my own Xbox where I can sit down and really play. And I really want to play. I really wanted to get in. And it's because I was just staying away from console. I was staying away from gaming, shoot 'em up for a while after going back to school. I tried to focus on school because I know how I can get distracted. So, like this is my last semester and I'm highly distracted this semester. And part of it has become streaming and playing video games. Oh, thanks for the follow. Ravage05. I'm a little late on that, but I had to look on both sides. Thanks for the host and the follow. So I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to continue to pump out content, continue to come back with different bits of information that I want to share with people. And I don't know. I think it's important that we share this information in our community, especially the mixer community, because in a sense, we're competing with the Twitch community and they're stealing. I want to say, okay, they're copying ideas that are coming out of the mixer community. And because they have more money at this point, they're pushing their ideas faster. And so I think it's important that we continue to support this community, because as people like Bad Merc said the other day, it's the fact that we have our tech, the main tech guy left, two of the main founders left, and the two of the main founders left for whatever reason. They left to go start their own business or start their own ventures. But at the same time, we as the streamers are how this company is going to grow. Because the more people we bring into Mixer, the more people we help develop in Mixer, the better this community is going to grow. And the more we continue to focus on the community as a more caring community, as a more, shared community, as a, there's so much there's so much support in this community. That's the word I'm looking for. As long as we continue to support each other in this community and continue to grow, this community will grow no matter what. There is one thing about business that I've always noticed, that it always comes in threes. If there is a major movement in any source, you will see or a major disruptor in any source, you will see it appear in threes later, and there will always be three top things, especially when it comes to media. Why? Because that's how media started. It always started with three major companies taking on the concept. And if you look at television or radio, ABC, NBC, and CBS were those three for a long time. And then as we branched out with cable and stuff, other people were able to come in, like Fox. Other people were able to come in and develop things. Well, it's going to be the same thing, just like Uber. That was a disruptor in the market. Uber came out and you had Lyft and Sidecar. All right. So there were always three. And now you only have two, Uber and Lyft. So if we can remain that second one, yeah, there's going to be a big gap. You know, when you look at Lyft and Uber, there's a big gap in between them. But Lyft is still making great money. You know, and maybe one day Mixer may take over. I've seen NBC hold the title throughout history from the time that radio and television began till the 80s, 90s, and then they lost the title. Late 90s, they started to lose the title. In the 2000s, they aren't as good as they used to be. They're trying to come back, but NBC is about to get beat by Disney apps, and is getting beat by Netflix, you know, and is getting beat. I'm going to say it's probably going to get beat by Amazon too. And the reason why it's going to get beat by Amazon is simple, folks. Netflix is booming. Netflix is great. But you got to realize Netflix doesn't have the backing that Amazon and Disney have. They don't. For Amazon, filmmaking and television is a loss leader. And what that means is they can spend as much money as they want in it. It's going to lose money. They don't care. They already know it's going to lose money, but it brings more traffic. It brings more people to Amazon Prime, which is their main focus, selling products. They got the money for that. They're good. So I would say if push comes to shove, if Netflix goes bankrupt because they're in so much debt, billions of dollars in debt, and taking bonds that are way below what they should be, double B bonds and stuff, sayonara Netflix, they're gonna go. And I love Netflix. Maybe Amazon will buy them. We can only hope, right? So, but anyway, that's it for me today. As far as digital media marketing, I can go off on tangents, but remember, if you're in the money mentality has to deal with community. It has to deal with helping people in your community and helping people grow in your community. And it also has to do with managing how you spend it. And when you talk about managing how you spend it, the best way to manage how you spend it is to build things that help your community grow. Because if you do that, no matter what you do, you will grow. And so that's what I'm trying to do here. That's my goal here, is to continue to build these lessons out and build these things out to help others out there. If they need answers, instead of having to go to YouTube, if they happen to see me on a 1 hour, a quick 1 hour session, they can come in the session, talk to me, find out directly from me. And if you have any more questions, Mother Flocker, feel free to ask at any time. I'm not the best as far as Mixer just yet. I'm still asking people like Jules and other people how they get certain things done, but I do have a lot of answers, and I'm still, accumulating them as we speak. And if any of you are out there and thinking about doing your webinars, and you got Webinar Jam and you got all these things that you're paying for, stop. Come to Mixer. Do your webinars on Mixer. Have your audience come and listen to you on Mixer. It's the best way to do it. Even if you do something pre-recorded, get you some OBS, get your setup set up. You all can afford to spend money on these monthly companies, but haven't afforded to spend money or haven't rerouted that money into buying equipment that people can run in your office, and you can actually stream and control your crowd right here in places like Mixer. So if you're a digital media marketer for a small brand or a personal brand, come and do that now. Get your Mixer account set up and start asking questions on how to do that today. This is Doc. I hope you enjoyed the show. Mother Flockers, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for all the follows. Three Stooges, thanks for stopping in. Oh, man, I just can't be more excited. This is Sunday fun day. I'm going to get into some Madden in just a second, but I'm going to cut the broadcast and then come back with Madden. I don't know where they at. If they don't come on within an hour, later, Three Stooges. If they don't come in with the hour, then I'm jumping into Apex after Madden. By the way, that's going to be my next one. It's going to be Madden for 2 hours, Apex for 2 hours. and then I'm out. So, no, thank you, motherflocker. Thank you for asking the question, and thank you for coming in. Anytime you see me on, you know where I'm at. You know I got love. You know what I'm saying? you actually been around since the beginning, so I definitely got much love for you, motherflocker. So, all right, folks, let me set this up so I can get on out of here. That's the only part about broadcasting on directly from Xbox. It's it's kind of a pain in the butt having to use different tools and stuff. I just want to use my Stream Deck and my computer to get it done. So computer's coming soon. I'm looking at this build right now to this guy, and I'm just leery about sending him money and sending him parts for him to build it. I can do it myself, but I want to build relationships, so I got to take that risk. So business is all about taking risks. And remember that if you see me on YouTube, you see me on Facebook, you see me on Instagram, go ahead and give me a shout out, say what's up, give me a like. You can see my social medias down in the corner. And that's pretty much it. I'm out of here. Stay tuned for more Doc Rio. Peace. There it is. If you need to reach us on Facebook, it's at doc.rio, yeah. On Twitter at Doc Rio Rants. On Instagram, the picture way. And every time I come, I'm here to stay. Snapping photos and get it right. It's at Doc Rio tonight. Say, on YouTube, you can't stop by Doc Rio TV. That's where you see me. That's where you see me. Hit us up on Rio Bucks. .com. Yeah. Back to your regularly scheduled program now. Peace. I'm out.
Doc Rio TV.